Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Torie and this is Holy City Mystic. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the idea of destiny. So something that has been impressed upon me more and more the more that I learn astrology is the idea that there is no wrong way to do life. You know, when we're first learning about the North Node, or if you have a finger of God in your chart, or, you know, other destiny aspects that might show up for us, we tend to think it's one thing. We think, okay, I have my North Node in my 10th house, which means I have to be career oriented or else. I have to have the perfect, awesome career, or I am failing at life because this is my destiny, and if I don't grab it, then the entire world is going to fall apart and my life is going to unravel. What I really want you guys to know is that every part of your chart is an energy system. Now, I don't know who said this. If you know, please credit them in the comments because I did not come up with this and I hate that I don't know. But the idea of history doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. That is very similar. It's a very similar idea to the energies in your chart. So what is relevant for you at your first Saturn return is not going to have the same relevance in your second Saturn return. But it may be a child goes through a similar thing, or your first Saturn return, your parent is going through this particular thing, and then you are going through something similar at your Saturn return. So getting back to the idea of there is no wrong way to do life, you really don't have to be stressed out about fulfilling your destiny or doing the right thing according to your birth chart or anything like that. These energies are going to come and go. They're always going to be there, and they're probably going to change over time. So if you feel like you really have a handle on your North Node and exactly what it means for you, exactly what you need to do to fulfill it, 10 years from now, that might look completely different. So it might be the type of thing where you are, you know, student body president, and then you move on to be a manager of a company, and then a CEO, and then you actually do go into the political field. None of those steps were wrong. They were just different variations of the same thing. And so you don't have to be very, very stressed out, thinking if I don't do this one thing, I'm not going to fulfill my destiny. You always will. Something will always happen that will push you in the right direction. There's probably 50 different ways that this destiny, these energies, can really manifest in your life. Another big one is Saturn. What is your karma? What is the story that you came here to fulfill? If you go through your Saturn return and it is absolutely terrible, you hate every second of it, as soon as it's done, you're just like, my life is upside down, I don't even know what to do with this. That is not my recommendation for a Saturn return. And I do have a couple of videos about the Saturn return. I will link them below. But yeah, there are ways to go through your Saturn return to where it's not like, to where it doesn't feel as aggressive. But say you get to the end of that Saturn return and you're just like, okay, this is what that Saturn is about. This is exactly what my Saturn was teaching me this whole time. Then 7 years down the road, when you have a Saturn square, it might be teaching you the same energies, but in a completely different context. So I guess the entire purpose of this video is just to let you guys know you don't have to be very stressed out when it comes to destiny points in your chart. I talk to probably the majority of the people that I do readings for have yods in their charts. And there's always that, like, you know, almost deer in the headlights moment where it's like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, what do I have to be doing with my life? And if the apex of your yod is in the 5th house, there's 20 different things you could do to fulfill that. Even if you just picked one thing, one aspect of the 5th house, like children, you could be a foster parent. You could be a child psychologist. You could be a postpartum doula helping parents adjust to life with baby. You could just be a kindergarten teacher. That's what you love. Those are the things that bring you joy. And so when you look at these different destiny points in your chart, there are a million different ways that they could manifest, and it's just an energy center. And so it's like, depending on kind of what you feed into that energy center, it's going to give you a different output. And none of them are wrong. You are going to know if you're on the wrong path because you are miserable. If something is bringing you joy, if something is filling your life with purpose, no matter how small or insignificant other people or embarrassing it is, that is you filling up your own cup. that is you living out your personal destiny. So I hope this helps. I hope this helps relieve some of the anxiety or stress around destiny points in your chart, because not me or any other astrologer or any guru can tell you exactly what you're supposed to be doing in this life. It is for you to figure out, and it is going to change over time. What you do when you're 25 is probably not going to be what you do when you're 55. It might be a similar thing, but it'll probably be for a different company. It'll be in a different context. Time will change around it. There are so many things that go into it. And so you really don't have to figure it out. It will be a self-evolving process to figure out your chart. So again, I hope this helps you, and I will leave you guys to it. Take care.